Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. And in one of the light aspects of last night's Women Tell All episode, we've got Teddi claiming that one of Clayton's brothers slid into her DMs. Now, Clayton has two brothers, which leads us to the all-encompassing question: who done it, Teddi? Who done it? Everybody's denying right now, and this is a fantastic place to be. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram at DNeals. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe on Patreon at patreon.com/DaveNeal, and don't forget, double check that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, because some people think they are and they get unsubscribed, so double check. All right, Teddi and then Bachelor Rabbit Hole did a fantastic job. Some might call it the Lord's work in compiling this, and I'll share some screen grabs that I got. Teddi claims one of Clayton's brothers slid into her DMs. Clayton responds, release the DMs. Now, she never said slid, so let's see if there's a way that we might be misinterpreting this. Let's have a watch.
He told me that somebody in particular slid into your DMs.
He says slide.
Who was it that reached out to you? You got to clear this up for us.
So the women here are just, so clearly they've all heard the story. Now, the question is, and I don't think Teddi made this up, but did she fabricate something? It doesn't count as sliding into DMs if he likes her status, right? We have to be very specific here. Sliding means one of Clayton's brothers messaged her privately on Instagram. That's what it means. Technically, is there a private messenger on TikTok? I don't even know. But on a social media app, a brother had to have secretly messaged her in private. That's sliding. We got to be specific here.
Clayton's brother did reach out to me.
He told me that somebody.
All right, so that's the moment, right? Listen, hey, this is Clayton's brother. They're like, oh, Clayton's getting, demoralized from this experience. He's not even getting the followers he wants. We need to get something out of it. We're going to try to shoot our shot. And hey, listen, it's fair game. It's fair game to shoot your shot as long as Clayton approves. And if he found his love, or if 30 of these women weren't for him, hey, how about a little runoff tale for the bros? Now, obviously, if they're into Clayton, they're going to like a genetic similarity there, which would be one of Clayton's brothers. Would it be a little odd at Thanksgiving? Yeah. Has it happened before? Absolutely. Do me a favor. Call in if there's anyone. Here's the phone number, 401-213-9828. Call in and let me know if you ever dated someone and then ended up with their sibling. Because to be honest, and this hasn't happened with me, but I know plenty of stories where this has happened. So, hey, it's not the wildest story. Now, would someone just like to admit to it? Clayton says, and this is where it gets fun, both of my brothers have been vehemently denying sliding in the DMs. So, Teddi, please give the people, including me, what they want and release the DMs. Now, of course, he posted this and immediately probably got a ton of messages going, so are you calling Teddi a liar? And it's like, somebody's lying. She's saying they slid in. They're saying they didn't. Now, could Clayton's brothers be lying to him? Absolutely. Dude, bro, no. Come on, I wouldn't do that. You know, he's like, all right, don't do that again. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely one of his brothers could be lying. Or also, Teddi could have fabricated it. It could have been one of the brothers. You ever like a couple of someone's photos and then all of a sudden they get a notification that there's like Clayton's brother liked 30 of your photos? It could have been that. Which then again, how many photos liked equates to sliding in? It'd have to be like 40. It'd have to be egregious. And it's funny because the only person who sees that is whoever gets notified from their following. So if Teddi sees that he liked a bunch of her photos, then she'd be like, oh, and that's like one way of getting someone's attention, to like bomb them. Which, by the way, probably not a great idea to do, but hey, you know, you're alone on the john, you're bored, you're liking, you know, you get like happy. We've all been like happy. So then Clayton responds, let me just clarify here because everyone's going to get mad at me because everyone hates big bad Clayton. I 1000% believe Teddi. There's absolutely no way she made this up at all. Cry laughing emoji. All right, so she believes Teddi. And let's go into some more details here. So Patrick Eckhard, one of Clayton's brothers, says, wait a minute, googly eye. And then the other brother, Nate, says juicy stuff. So clearly they're having a blast here. Patrick and Nate might need their own spinoff. Can we get a segment? It's not too late. Can we get a segment of them on the after the final rose clearing this up? Because this might be the most interesting thing. Nate says, release the DMs, Teddi. Laugh, laugh, skull, skull. So they're tempting Teddi to release the DMs. So while Clayton says, hey, I believe Teddi, the brothers are saying, Now, Nate says release the DMs. What does Patrick have to say? So is this Patrick? This is Nate. A lot of you are assuming, but a lot of you don't know my younger brother, Pat the Rat. Both of my brothers have been vehemently denying. So could it be that Pat the Rat, now this is where it gets a little tricky, right, folks? We need to get our conspiracy hats on. Put the tinfoil hats on. Could Pat the Rat have slid into Teddi's DMs and still vehemently denied it to a brother? This is one of those things where I'll never say vehemently as much as I'm saying it today. This is a big day for the word vehement. All right. Oh, and then that was the end of that. But you know what? While we're here, we'll get to Cassidy. Let's go to Cassidy. There's so many storylines to cover. We can't possibly do a different video for all of them. So here's Cassidy looking stunning, looking extra, as she would say. Probably one of the most well-known week 2 send-offs ever. Although I believe she did make it to the beginning of week 3. So after being accused of why she was accused of making out with Clayton before getting to know him, this and that. And then she was accused of having a guy back home, a friend with benefit. And she said, the dick was good. That was her line. The dick was good. Cassidy, I think you need to make some t-shirts that says the dick was good.
The problem. So we all watched you walk out. Good. I wasn't going to cut it off unless I was engaged. Sorry.
So she goes, the dick was good. I wasn't going to cut it off unless I was engaged. And then someone goes, so he wasn't a friend then. Listen, friends with benefits doesn't actually mean your friend. It means someone you're casually hooking up with. In some instances, a friends with benefit is an actual friend. But in most cases, it's somebody that you'll watch Survivor with and then hook up, okay? It doesn't mean they're your friend. Let's watch that one more time. One more time here. How do we get into this? Hold on, let's go here.
Is the problem. So we all watched you walk out. Good. I wasn't going to cut it off unless I was engaged. Sorry.
I wasn't going to cut it off unless I was engaged. And of course, in a normal circumstance, you would probably cut it off once you make your relationship official. But there's a lot of people out there that say date around until somebody makes it official. I actually think that's a really good idea. It's one way to get a guy to commit. Some people say this is toxic, but I think what it is this. Don't do it for toxic reasons. Don't be like, I'm going to date other guys to get so-and-so to tell me he's my boyfriend. No. Do it for you. Say, you know what? Until you want to put a ring on it, or maybe not a ring, but until you want to define the relationship, I'm going to continue seeing other people because I'm going to keep my options open because I've dated people that, that spent 3 years wasting my time and didn't want to. No. I'm going to keep my options open and keep pursuing it. That's fine. What people are having a hard time realizing with Cassidy's situation, they go, well, when she was done with the show, she promised the guy she'd go back to him. Well, there's 30 people competing for one person's love. Half the time that relationship doesn't work out anyway. So why burn the bridge with the friend with benefit when you don't even know if you're going to have a connection with the guy? You haven't met him yet. You don't even know who it is. So I don't think it's a bad deal. And Cassidy goes, you know what? I can just call the guy up and be like, hey, I'm with somebody now. So sayonara. So again, in hindsight, this is the perfect type of villain for Bachelor in Paradise, something that really isn't really harmful. So Cassidy says, let's normalize, or this meme says, let's normalize making out before small talk. Hey, we've all been there, right? So Pace Case says the dick was good. I wasn't going to cut it off unless I was engaged. Cassidy's speaking for a generation right now. Can you imagine if Cassidy, through the rubble of the Women Tell All, it becomes the voice of reason? Cassidy in Paradise, please. She would be in the boom boom room in the first 24 hours and then maybe try and get to know them. And I would love that for her. She says, so yeah, anyway, where are you from? You're smoking a cigarette. That was good. What's your name again? Pablo? Juan Pablo? So anyway, that doesn't mean she's not going to, honor her body or have self-respect. That just means it can, to some, it can be a transaction, and anyway, so
with her when she got back that it would be cuddling season and he wanted to do all these nasty things with her words, like what we all saw the conversation and that never happened.
So now I'm going to actually side with Sierra here because Cassidy says we saw the conversation that never happened. I believe that may have happened, but Cassidy knows that they didn't put it in the edit. So she's kind of sticking by what was shown in the edit. Hey, Cassidy, prove me wrong, but I'm actually on Sierra's side here, which is fine anyway. Do your nasty things.
No, it did. He said nasty things. He wanted to do nasty things.
Now, and because nasty things is such a random use of words that I'm actually going to believe the accuser here.
I will look you in your.
And then Cassie says the proof's in the pudding. I don't know. I have some friends that have some access to the uncut footage, so we'll have to see. Cassie says, my friends would benefit. Mom follows me on Instagram. You can imagine my struggle right now. Yeah, I actually think I know her friend would benefit. Cassidy, feminist icon, says reality, red one. And finally, taking off my I am on this show hat for a second and speaking objectively as a viewer. First of all, you can't speak objectively as a viewer because that's like someone, I'm going to tell you if this cooking was good. It's like, you're the chef. You can't tell us if the cooking was good. Although I do respect and value what Cassidy has to say here, but you can be as objective as possible, which is not much objective. I never felt as small as I did in a room with Cassidy. I graciously corrected the grammar on this quote. Babe, that says a lot more about you than it does about Cassidy. Who said that? I don't know who said that. It is entirely up to you to decide to simply not feel minimized by someone else's confidence and aura. All you have to do is not. Very important to always remember that A, confidence is a good thing, and B, it's a good thing even when it's someone else's, and C, you are more than welcome to also be extremely confident anytime you want. All right, so Cassidy's saying, don't let my energy get in the way of what your energy can be, and shout out to our new friend who just subscribed. If you look above my head here, we got the subscriber alert, so we're getting a ton of new subscribers today. You're all welcome here. We appreciate all of you guys. So that was your update on the sliding into the DMs in Cassidy's story. I'm going to have more. Did Teddi possibly spoil the ending? Plus reality, Steve's going to be dropping what could be the ending of the show and possibly maybe who's the next Bachelorette. So much content coming your way. Stick around, subscribe, hit the alert bell so you're up to date and get all the content as soon as I drop it. And if you want extra content, I've got Love is Blind videos, 2 of them on the Dave Neal Show, so you can go watch them right there. All right, folks, we'll talk to you guys in a minute. Bye now.